All right, another successful mission.
You just look strangely uncomfortable. Can you ask the raptor for motivation, please? Okay.
She's very photogenic.
Nothing can stop us now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Chip and Dale. How are you guys doing? Hello, Grogu.
Don't be shy. If you want to go over.
Now, Universal Orlando Resort, Earl the Squirrel needs his own Christmas tree over here for the meet and greet. I think so. I think we're gonna make that happen. We'll put that.
4 of you have tried to kill me in the past. 1 of you succeeded.
Do you think the people on the moon ever look over and say, wow, it's a full spaceship Earth tonight? Well, welcome back to the sign welcoming you to Universal Orlando Resort.
Terrifying, isn't it?
Hiya, Scooby! We're here at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort with the newly opened Kona. I don't remember what it's called. And welcome in, guys, to another Ear to Ear Magic live stream coming to you from the Walt Disney World Resort.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Epcot International Gateway, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Hollywood today. Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below. Bye!
Morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. If this is the first time you've ever joined us here on Ear to Ear Magic, we are a family-friendly streaming channel that comes to Walt Disney World, Universal Orlando, and many other places. Hopefully in the future as we expand in Central Florida and even out on the waters on cruises as well. So thank you guys for joining us today. We'd love for you to take a couple of seconds, if you're new to the channel, to hit the subscribe button and join us every Monday through Friday as we come in and do our live streams to share information with you guys and to hang out with the Magic Crew. And if you are a Magic Crew member already, we'd love for you guys to take a couple of seconds, hit the thumbs up button, and jump into the chat like everybody else is this morning and say good morning. How's everybody? Welcome in. We got Randy and Heidi. Lori loves the magic. How you doing, Lone Wolf? Michelle is here. Rance is here. How you doing, Love Pugs? Yes, Nick P. We are taking the Disney Skyliner over to our resort today. Guys, we are going to be taking you guys over to Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We're going to be walking around pretty much everywhere on that side of the resort to show you guys what it looks like and talk a little bit about what is offered there, pros and cons of staying there, and answer any of your questions you may have about what it's like to use that as your resort and home base when you come on your next Walt Disney World vacation.
In just a few moments, we will be traveling over the headwaters of the Everglades. The water that flows from the protected wetlands around Walt Disney World Resort travels all the way to the Everglades, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico.
Thank goodness we got that little random piece of information now to use for whatever we have going on. How you doing, Incognito? Good morning, Carol. Carrie, how are you guys doing today? We are heading on over to Caribbean Beach Resort, taking a quick Skyliner ride back over to Art of Animation. And this is going to be the kickoff and start off of our summer series, in which every Tuesday we're going to take you guys to a different resort hotel. Check it out and let you guys know all about it.
The entire Walt Disney World Resort is over
Another
40
random
square
fact.
miles. That's about the same size
every
as
time
the
you
city of
start
San
talking,
Francisco
it comes
and
in like-
double the island of Manhattan.
Ding, ding, ding. Now, does anybody ever ride the Skyliner and go, oh my gosh, this is so uncomfortable. I wish there was some random voice telling me random facts to kind of fill in the void. It's bad enough that as a streamer I'm continually talking. I can't imagine what that's like when you guys are kind of talking in the chat. So, good morning, Greg. How you doing? We've got Amy is ninja watching today. Good to see you this morning, Amy. Hi guys, if you've never joined us before, my name's Chris.
We will be arriving at Disney's Caribbean Beach
It's like a
Resort
2-minute
shortly.
ride.
All passengers must disembark and transfer at this station. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed the most magical flight on Earth.
The most narrated flight on earth. My name's Chris. Susan, my wife, and I are both Travelmation travel agents. This is my son, Owen. Owen loves to come along and hang out, especially on resort tours. He really enjoys taking you guys over to the resorts and just chatting about the things we've learned, experienced when we've stayed there, the experiences that we've had when we've helped our travel clients book and stay there as well. And so we hope that you guys take advantage of this live stream. It's not going to be as long as our normal live streams because we literally are just going to take you around and focus and concentrate just on the art of animation today. If you have questions, please jump into the live chat today and feel free to pick our brains and our Magic Crew's brains as well. So, how you doing, Jasper? Welcome in, Craig's Robotics. Good to see you, Barbie B. Hey, Bernardo! Good morning, Disney Fan for Life.
Great thing about starting out like this is we get to show you guys right off the bat one of the main reasons for staying at Art of Animation, other than its family suites and its decorations on site, is this amenity right here.
Skyliner. Skyliner access is one of the greatest things going on right now. So. The Skyliner access here does grant you 3 lines. One is at Art of Animation, and Pop Century takes you to Caribbean Beach. Caribbean Beach takes you to Hollywood Studios. And then there's a Caribbean Beach line that takes you to Epcot with a stop in over at Riviera. So if you're staying at any of the Skyliner resorts, it does grant you a really fun, exciting way to get to 2 of the 4 parks. There is no Skyliner access to Disney's Animal Kingdom, and there is no Skyliner access to Disney's Magic Kingdom. So
You can access any park as long as said park doesn't have Kingdom
Welcome
Insane.
aboard the Disney Skyliner.
How you doing,
at
Vegas
Disney's
Splendor Girl?
Caribbean Beach Resort.
Good morning, Captain Tuttle.
Now get ready to travel back in time and enter the animated worlds of Disney. We are on our way to Disney's Pop Century Resort and Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
So, something that is also, I think for those who come on the regular, it's like it's pretty self-evident, but I need to just make this clear for someone who may be unfamiliar with Walt Disney World. We do have Skyliner access here to Hollywood Studios and to Epcot. When it comes to Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom, there is provided bus service. Now, there is no monorail service. There is no boat service. There is bus for 2 and Skyliner for the other 2. And why do I bring that up?
Just ahead and to the
There's
right,
always
Disney's
someone
Art of
who will
Animation
get on the
Resort.
resort line
A larger-than-life
over
resort
at
that
the
celebrates
Magic
Disney's
Kingdom.
magic that goes into crafting Disney animated films.
And I've seen
From
this before.
sketches
I have
to reality.
personally seen this.
On your left,
Someone
is
will
Disney's
get on the
Century
the
Resort, a
monorail
resort
over at the
that
Magic
celebrates
Kingdom
the way we lived,
and ask
played,
what
and communicated with each other
drop
throughout
off,
the 20th
what
century.
station is Art of Animation or Pop Century, thinking that because it's a resort monorail that it will take you to all the resorts. It does not. This is a little bit farther out. So if you're coming from Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom, it is a bus. Epcot and Hollywood Studios, it is the Skyliner.
We are now gliding over the sparkling Hourglass Lake. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the most magical flight on Earth.
We should count to see how many seconds she goes between her next announcement. Oh, that was about, what?
In just a few
10
moments,
seconds.
we will be arriving at the
I think it's tough
floating
because it isn't
sky
just
station
flying,
at
it's like-
Walt Disney World Resort.
It's like
Passengers,
distance
take a mark
traveled.
here for Disney's Pop Century Resort and for Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Thank you for flying the Disney Skyliner. Bon voyage!
And it happens, Nick. We have actually had people get on the Express Line monorail over at the Magic Kingdom, and there are only 2 stops on the Express monorail. It's the Magic Kingdom and TTC. That's it. It goes back and forth between those 2. And when you get on the monorail, the Express monorail with another family, and you see them not getting up when it comes to the next stop, then you know something's up. So we had one family who I think rode it 2 or 3 times before they realized that it only stopped at 2 places. So knowing your transportation options does really help. And the Skyliner here is one of the great pros of staying at the Art of Animation.
It's convenient, it's fun. You don't have to stand, well, at least if you're going to going to either Epcot Hollywood Studios, you don't have to wait for a bus. If you're going to Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom, you will.
Supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
Good morning, Chris K. Welcome in, Lee. How you doing, Ahmad? So we've just arrived at Hourglass Lake. It is the lake water in between Art of Animation and Pop Century. And that is the situation. Nick says our only issue is that we had high winds one day and they were not running the Skyliner. Lightning will also take into play a shutdown temporarily of the system. They do not want to use any Disney guests as lightning rods. So if that happens, same thing with certain boats, yes. So when that happens, they will resort to the bus system. Is that Merlin and Arthur? Hey guys, what are you guys doing out today? They're just exploring. Good morning, George. Welcome in, Dreammate.
Here we are in the first of the 4 main areas. Main quadrants, main buildings.
We're gonna take you guys first over to Animation Hall. That's gonna be our main lobby. gift shop and food space stations. Hey guys. There are 4 areas of Art of Animation. 3 of them are indoor hallway family suites. They will include Cars to our far right, Finding Nemo, which is what we're walking through right in the middle. These are considered to be the premium. They are the most expensive of the four areas, and the most expensive of the 3 family suite areas, because of the proximity to the lobby and right next to the large pool, the big blue pool. And next, the Lion King, just to the left. And when you go really far over here, now those are the infamous Little Mermaid rooms. They are the farthest from the lobby. They are not family suites. They do not have indoor hallways, and they are a little different than the rest of the buildings here at Art of Animation. So we'll go over there and explore those in just a bit as well. Now, overall, when you contact us, guys, to help you when it comes to booking, please be aware that there are a couple of options. Again, first of all, you can choose between family suites or the Little Mermaid rooms. This is considered to be as a value resort, but your prices for your family suites are going to be higher than what you might expect for a regular room elsewhere because of the size of the room. 2 bathrooms, a separate bedroom with a door. They sleep 6. So the one tip I'm going to give you guys in the very beginning, if you come in and you're like, you know what, my kids love Cars, we're going to go stay at Art of Animation, we want the Car suites, most definitely want to be over there with Lightning McQueen and all the rest of the Cars crew, we can definitely book that. If you are a huge Lion King fan and you just can't wait to be parking here at Disney World and the Lion King suites, we can make that happen. But if you are simply just happy to be in a family suite at all here at Art of Animation, let us know that, and we can put you in an option that would get you a family suite, but allow Disney to have the flexibility to choose which of the 3 they will assign you the day of your check-in, meaning that you could get either one of the 3 based on what they've got available that morning by the front desk. And that option will oftentimes, well, most times, actually every time, save you a little bit of money off the cost of your rooms because you allow that flexibility. So if you guys are ever interested when it comes to staying here or any other Walt Disney World Resort, send us an email, susanedwards@travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards@travelmation.net. Let us know how we can get you guys staying here at the Art of Animation or any of the other hotels. I love how the landscaping feels like, you know, something you see underwater. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Playground here in the middle. Now we will come back to this section and further go through here. But for now, let's make our way over to the lobby. How you doing this morning, David D Loves Disney? Good to see you, Sammy. Pegasus have stayed in the Lion King. Great theming. Wonderful themes here at Art of Animation. I mean, we have classic Disney animated films.
We're gonna try
Let's crush. Oh, like totally righteous. Righteous, righteous.
Because of the amount of decorations across all four areas, this is what is great if you want to get some photos while you're staying.
I think it's sad if people are staying here and they don't take advantage of walking around and getting photo ops at each of the locations. Just because you're staying in the car suites doesn't mean you can't take an opportunity to walk around, check out the rest of the resort, get some photos. I'm trying to think if there is any other resort other than maybe, well, I don't know, the All-Stars and Pop Century. Pretty much all the value resorts have a lot to see by exploring the resort. Now, I love the Polynesian. It's a deluxe resort, but I don't necessarily believe that it has as many opportunities for photo ops and exploration as you would find here at the value resorts. Next, I took about 300 pictures. That sounds about right. Mahia family, gonna be here in about 2 weeks. It's a great space for that. How you doing, Christopher W? Amanda O staying here next week. Which rooms are you guys staying in? Welcome in, Todd. Grade 64. Happy Tuesday.
Keep not doing it.
This is our main hall, lobby, and resort area, animation hall.
And you need to visit the gift shop, pick up some things, and this is going to be.
Now, prior to mobile check-in, which you can still do if you like, this is everybody's portal into the art of animation. But before we explore the lobby, let's go out front. You guys saw where we came for Hourglass Lake for the Skyliner. Bus transportation is limited to the front of the resort. Now, if you stayed at other resorts like Port Orleans Riverside or Coronado Springs, where they had bus stations all along the way, that does not apply here. There's only one place you can get on buses. Which is why the Little Mermaid, the Finding Nemo rooms are considered a premium stay, because they're not only closest to the lobby, they're also closest to the Skyliner one direction and closest to the bus station on the other. How you doing, Anthony? Welcome in. Pam, Do you make ask question? Do you guys book reservations for the Swan and Dolphin? Swan and Dolphin are owned and operated by Marriott, and honestly, we can book pretty much any of the major hotel chains. Yes, we can book your Marriott hotels wherever you stay, and even if you're just taking a week's vacation in the middle of Iowa, if you're staying in a Marriott hotel, we can actually book that for you. And yes, we can do the Swan, the Dolphin, and the Swan Reserve. So if you guys are like me, you don't mind the walk. I certainly don't. I actually rather enjoy it. There's a lot of things to look at, but there are people who will come and say, we want to stay in the Little Mermaid. My daughter loves the Little Mermaid. We gotta stay in the Little Mermaid. And then when they get here, they're like, oh my gosh. Like, what? It takes forever to walk to the Skyliner. It takes forever to come to the lobby to refill our resort mugs. It takes forever to get to the bus station. And for those who are familiar with that walk, it's not that bad, but it's also subjective distance. So it's something we like to point out to people. Hello, Nick, Rick. Good morning. So again, our 4 areas: Cars, family suites, Little Mermaid, outdoor suites, a little smaller than what you might think or expect over at Pop Century. Finding Nemo, the premium right there in the smack dab in the middle, and the Lion King. Now, Owen, I gotta show them the sign. I got to show them the sign. It's
gonna be the first thing you come in.
It's a cool sign. Resort, but it's not easily accessible by walking, but you see it when you come in the drive. You're gonna want to get a picture of it. You're gonna want to do it as a backdrop at some point. So I'm gonna hit the grass. I'm gonna go. To me, it's one of the best signs of a resort here on property. The sun is not best located today for early morning. Come in the afternoons. There's your art of animation. You guys are just joining us morning. Good morning, happy Tuesday and welcome. We are doing a walk-through resort tour where the early bird gets the worm. And we hope that you guys can watch along with us. Feel free to share your experiences on your past trips if you've stayed here at the Art of Animation. If this has always been on your bucket list, let us know what about it appeals to you most. And feel free to ask questions. It's why we have the resort tours. Yes, this is fun to do, but we have lots of our travel clients, the Travelmation, say that become familiar with the resorts. They will watch our walking tours to get a better feel of the resorts, to make sure that they have one that best fits their lifestyle, theming, and of course, they have a favorite character. Michelle says this is a great place to do a virtual run. If you're doing a virtual 5K. We did. Yeah, that's we actually did our Steamboat Willie virtual 5K for the Disney 100 last year here at Hourglass Lake. And when our Lightning cut our half marathon in January short, Calvin and I actually came here to finish the last 6 miles at Art of Animation.
I love this lobby so much just because it starts out when you come in with just sketches and like rough concepts. As you go down the side of this wall, it gets more and more defined.
It is a visual representation of the animation process, starting with early character design and concept drawings, slowly evolving to more set designs, color choices, and when you get to the very end, you get the actual idea of, good morning, actual pieces and backgrounds.
I always have to point this out every time we come through. This is my favorite of.
Which one? What's your favorite?
Dory.
Dory. This was early concept of Dory. It was going to look like that. That's not even my favorite.
What's your favorite?
I mean, look at Bruce. The early concept drawings for Bruce. He's brutal.
I do multiple concepts because if you don't, Bruce would have looked menacing and Dory would have looked like she constantly is like drinking like espressos.
But actually, my favorite as far as the early concept is Ursula. This was the early concept of Ursula the Sea Witch.
So different.
Not even an octopus. No tentacles. Gosh. No. And who can name this character?
You see that, like, starting out, some characters have completely different designs, and then some have been like
Pretty spot on from the very beginning.
yeah.
See the original Timon and Pumbaa. Early concepts for Nemo. And you can see as the animation process is moving on, you can see Ursula did make her way into a tentacled sea witch. Morning, Kilpa Creative Studios. Much. Look at Dory speaking whale. Oh, hello. Ed. Shinzi. It's funny to see how Timon is still very much toward the original sketch by this point. I have to say, this Ursula is extremely frightening. As you can see, as you go down the wall, it becomes much less sketches, more design, heavier lines. We get into colorization. Is this the one with the hidden Mickey on it?
If I remember correctly, it's either right here or right here.
Yeah. I think they both count. Hidden Mickeys. All right, Owen, tell me what's wrong with this Lightning McQueen. Something's just flat out wrong. Well, there's a couple of things, but there's something that should be the most obvious. What can you guys tell me what's wrong with this picture?
I'm gonna go and say that the exhaust is in the middle of the car.
What's that?
That the exhaust is coming out.
The exhaust off the side exhaust? No, but you're kind of close. First of all, I mean, you can go with some of that stuff like his headlights. Yes, he has headlights. Of course, there are no headlights on racing cars. But close to the side exhaust, Lone Wolf says the numbers. That's right, Nick P. The number's wrong. What number is Lightning McQueen?
Is it 59?
He's got headlights. Yes, Pam, it all looks kind of sketchy to me too. I have to say, I'm glad we got the Timon on the left and not the one on the right. So instead of 57, he ended up with the number 90. 95.
I swapped the numbers.
Why 95? No. It's not the year that Cars came out. It's the year something came out. $1995 is the year Toy Story was released in theaters. Pixar's first fully animated feature. That's right, Nick. So, there's a lot to this lobby. Not only do they have the animation process all the way down here, and then it comes into the backgrounds and actual sales of the movies, the more complicated scenes. But also on the right up here, coming in, is your full wall color palette of colors. It's the wonderful world of color. That's a reference that only the older people will get. Morning, Travis. Welcome in. Up on the chandelier, sketches from each of the 4 movies.
Individual frames.
These are your storyboards, guys. This is how they do sketches to plot out the movie, put it up on the wall, and get the movie to come together plotline wise. If you walk around, you can see all the different storyboard photos and sketches. But if you take the time to look at individual ones, like Pat Carroll's.
Pat Carroll, and there's also one for Jody Benson.
Right, guys. Pat Carroll, the voice of Ursula. If you go through, you can actually see the voice actors.
Jody's the one a little bit to the left.
I'll take a step left over. Actually signed by Jody Benson. So as when it comes to Disney, I forget sometimes to look up.
The game you would take if you were paying the buses that you showed just a moment ago.
At the resorts, they also, of course, have a ATM machine if you guys need it by Chase Bank. If you guys have a Disney Visa card, you may have Chase privileges. Also, in each of the lobbies will be a fuel rod change out. Do you need to change out your fuel rod, or you're good?
I mean, I can change it. It's been a while since I've changed these out, and I think it might as well be just shown off. Buy one of these one time, and every time you're near one of these, and you need like a fully charged battery at any point in time.
Welcome in, Peter Rose. Good to see you, Matt Spencer.
That is what she was taking a sweet time. Just put it in like that, where the barcode's on this side. Fresh,
Yeah.
fully charged.
Fully charged fuel rod. They do have a business center here if you need to print something out, emails. You need to sign into your work email to do so. Public internet. Complimentary check-in and boarding pass for your airlines. Andrew, what is the resort that has a big Roger Rabbit statue outside of it? It's actually Pop Century. And you'll find it over in the 80s section, the 80s building. Here's our game room, AKA massage station. Carol L, how much does a portable charger cost to use? It's a one-time purchase fee to purchase a fuel rod in the very beginning. It is $30 to purchase a fuel rod. And here at Disney, you can change it out without any additional cost as many times as you need to. You can also purchase those fuel rods at airports. And I believe we even have an Amazon link if you guys are interested to get them a little cheaper ahead of time. Now, changing out the fuel rods does cost money at other locations. Here at Disney, it is complimentary. Cheers and beers. You were just here a couple of weeks ago. 2 weeks ago exactly. How are you doing this morning? Oh, Mark, see, yes, my phone usually is continually charging. If you guys were watching last night, I actually ran out of juice at the end because I broke my charging cable before I left the house last night. I had another one, but it was really, really heavy. And so it was it was too heavy to be using with a gimbal. But I am continually charging. Fuel rods no longer serve my purpose for streaming. They work great for casual use though. Sheree, good morning. What's up, galore?
Hey.
Carl, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for hard. Are you live yet?
I am live. You want to say hi to everybody?
Well, I was going to ask you if you think hard. Do you remember who I am?
You look very
I
familiar.
have a daughter who's in the DCP program. We run into you every
I first met you over at King's Cross Station at Universal Orlando.
My daughter's with me. My daughter's with me.
You were hanging out with your wife, and it was your daughter and her friend,
That was yes, they had our friends.
and there were two of them that were just starting in the
We were
program.
training. Two of my daughters.
Yes.
We were the
It was two
training.
of your daughters, okay.
Two. One's
I remember
still
there were two young ladies, and we got to walk through the line queue, and then we got to hang out with you guys during the Tron previews
That's right.
as well.
We did Tron.
So I do
twice last
remember.
night.
That's what to
Yes.
say. What's up? What's going on today?
We are weekend, another weekend. Weekend at Disney.
Another. Well, where's your daughter at the moment?
She lives off site now.
Okay.
So we're meeting her for brunch at the Hawaiian Polynesian Resort. I don't know
Or the Captain Cook's,
Maybe.
or the
Was it Ohanas?
Ohana's for dinner.
Okay, that we did that.
So that's breakfast and dinner, and then there's Kona Cafe.
Kona Cafe.
Kona Cafe.
Kona Cafe. That's where we're meeting.
Well, you should tell. You want to tell her hi, and everybody else hi now, yeah.
She lives to watch.
So
Hello, everyone. Hello, Anna Claire. I know you're probably not watching this early yet, but
she can always go back and catch it later.
Guys, come out to the parks today. It's sunny. It's warm.
It's a nice
beautiful.
day.
It was just a little crowded yesterday, but nothing really all that bad.
Now, are you guys staying here at Art of Animation?
are.
Now,
Staying
today
in
we're doing a
parks.
resort tour. We're doing nothing but the resort today. We're talking about why we like it, what there is to see, what there is to do. Why did you guys choose Art of Animation today for your stay?
My second daughter, who was a DCP member last year, who lives back in Arkansas now, is in school, brought her boyfriend down to stay with us, and also we had our grandkids' twin birthday parties with last week back in Cedar Key. So we came for 2 days last week, 2 days this week, just to go to the parks, and it's just cool and neat. So
Are you guys staying in one of the family suites?
we stayed at the Lion King last week.
Last week, okay.
Last week stayed at Lion King. So,
And it's nice having a door to close when you need it. And
two
where else
bathrooms.
can you sleep on a table? Someone's like, what in the world are you talking about? It is an actual fold-down table in the main
table.
area where your kitchen table is, your little kitchenette area. The table folds down into one of the beds.
So I guess
like
it
a Murphy
sleeps
bed.
really 6 people.
Yeah.
In a family suite with
So
two
you've
bathrooms. That's
you've got the regular bedroom, you've got the table, and then you've got the pull-out couch.
That's right.
And the living room area.
That's right.
So, and a little kitchen area, a little kitchenette area.
The Cars one is really, really nice. I'd have to say it's the first time we've stayed in the Cars. Yeah, they have the couch. Looks like the car of looks like the seat of a car. Ella.
It does actually look like something.
And I'll show you
vehicle.
the bed you're talking about. Oh man, I want a picture of that. Sorry.
No,
I want a
fine.
picture of the full-out bed. But yeah, it's really nice. We've stayed in them when the girls were little, when they were really young. Here we go. Here's your bed.
And for families,
Here's your table.
the two bathroom not gonna lie, if you have young kids,
Very.
even if you have older kids, there's something about having 2 bathrooms.
That's right.
Get everyone out faster.
Matter of fact, like over on one of the big things about Disney Cruise Line. Have you guys done a Disney cruise before?
Not yet.
Disney Cruise Line, when they first came out with the Disney Magic, it was one of the first cruise lines. It may have been the only cruise line at that point that had dual baths. One bathroom had the sink and a toilet. The next one had a toilet and the shower. Or the sink and the shower.
Right.
So that, you know, when someone's showering, someone else will be getting ready and they don't have to be in the same space. And that makes a lot of difference when you get people who are either getting ready for bed at night or trying to get rope chop in the morning.
Getting up in the morning and getting out. That's the hard
Exactly.
part. That's right.
Well, it's good to run into
Yeah,
you.
you too. We were
It's a
talking about you
pleasure.
last night. Matter of
And,
fact, during the fireworks, we were looking for you. We were scanning the crowd.
Actually, I was actually there last night at the Magic Kingdom, but I was hiding from the fireworks.
I got you.
We were actually riding some rides and doing some last minute stuff while the fireworks were going on. So,
Good time.
well, if you see me in the parks with the rest of the family, hope we can say hello as well.
Always
And it's
will.
always a pleasure to see you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we actually ran into their family for the very first time over at Universal Studios. Both of their daughters were in the Disney College program, and it was just kind of fun to talk with them. And I then ran into them again a couple of months later when opening of Tron. We got to try a Tron opening cast member previews, and so I got to have a little review from his family of Tron well before it opened to the general public. So good to see the family again. Hello, Leo. Good morning. Welcome in, Shoshana. Glad to have you guys with us today. Notice the style, sketch designs. Fans of this resort gets their own choice of a Spirit jersey. Bless you. Actual service. $34.99.
So here in the Egan Page shop, you'll find this will be your main stop for gift. It's supposed to merchandise, special merchandise for getting sorts. Pick up a few amenities like say you need some.
You forgot your hat. You need to pick yourself up a hat. There's your Nike Dry Wit Mickey hat right there. A lot of the more prominent collections, such as the Play in the Park or the newly released Americana, will be available here as well. The Disney Pride collection. All of the major items that are available in the parks or Disney Springs are also going to be here. Now, did you? Go down, you're gonna crash. If your food is not Mickey shaped, does it still count if it's on a Mickey shaped plate? Now we got these white Mickey balloons. They're also $27.99. The red ones right now, with any other purchase, are on sale. I think they're still on sale for $10. The Mickey red shaped ones with any other purchase. That reminds me, your mother is very, very happy, I believe. Yesterday, completely non-Disney related, was able to find the limited edition creamy coconut diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah, she was talking about that all day.
And I'm looking at this going, that would be, can you imagine her sipping a creamy coconut flavored drink out of what looks to be like coconut colored? Yeah, if you don't have Mickey-shaped food, does it count if it's Mickey-shaped plates? Good morning, Paul. Welcome in. Good to see you, Ferris. How are you doing today? Notice all the colors at the top of the store. Now, I can't guarantee it for everything, but the great thing about the ink and paint gift shop here is oftentimes ink and paint will get new items just as soon as they appear in the parks. And I've actually, at times, seen them get an item like a new magic band or other cool item before it hits the parks. And when we were not live streaming and I was hitting the resorts on the regular, oftentimes I got to see items before people in the parks did, only because they showed up at Pop Century and Art of Animation early. So it's a smiling E-word. Angel! Alright, Owen, later on today we gotta look for this guy. New popcorn bucket here at Walt Disney World. Alright, gift shop. Gotta have your souvenirs. Let's make our way over into the landscape of flavors. Landscape of flavors. At one point before we moved here, and even after we moved here, guys, was like a premier place for our family personally to come and eat. And oftentimes when we were not eating in the parks, our kids would press us to say, can we go over to Art of Animation and have lunch or have dinner?
There is an option for some race else we were like close access.
And so it was well before Skyliner, and they would let us come in just to eat for things like tandoori chicken. Hello, Redwood Drew.
We're currently in the breakfast time frame that goes from 7 to 11, and at that 11 o'clock point, we'll switch over to lunch.
Just like every other resorts, they will serve breakfast late. You're on vacation, right? No hurry. We'll take you guys around and let's look at a few things. Dessert. Some of our current specials. Plant-based spring cupcake. This is resort. This is not resort specific. This is actually resort wide, so you can find these at the other resorts as well. The Thumper carrot cake. And for the Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, the Moana chocolate coconut pie. And all the Moanas. Moana. There's Thumper, Moana, our infamous mermaid tail cupcake, and a Little Nemo cheesecake.
Love the dome.
The dome cheesecake. That is not a sugar cookie with M&Ms.
I don't know what is. So much like other food courts of the same resort type, let's have a grab and go.
Grab and go section, grab yourself some baked goods. That says lemon meringue croissant. First of all, that looks like a Danish. And it looks like a cheese Danish.
Is this the croissant thing? Right? Because it looks meringue.
That looks like a lemon, yeah, that is the lemon meringue croissant. There's actually a peanut butter and jelly croissant over at Pop Century that Owen and I have not yet been to try out. We may have to add that onto our list today. Grab and Go also includes items like sandwiches, salads, fruit cups, overnight oats, oatmeal, whole dill pickles. And of course, the official snack cheese of Walt Disney World. That's Baby Bell.
It's a charcuterie box. It's a charcuterie container.
I remember that, Leo. That was extremely nice. We had one that was plant-based that was given to us by an extremely nice CM over at Caribbean Beach Resort. Of course, any resort stay, one of the questions you have to ask yourself, do I get a resort mug? And I know the rules, many of you guys are familiar with it, but let's discuss it. $21.99 gets you the mug and the activation to use at any of the resorts. It is not resort specific. You can use this at this resort and any of the other resorts. You cannot use them in the parks. They are good for the length of your stay or 2 weeks. So if you're staying for 4 days and you're like, well, you know, it's only good for 4 days. Well, if you extend your stay or somehow your cup is to get passed down to, you know, other generations, it will actually stay active for 2 weeks. So I've actually considered, back in the day when we did the resort tours before, Owen and I would actually get one of these mugs just so that we could use it for 2 weeks in a row.
And then we realized that since we only do this once per week, we'd basically only be using it for 2 days.
Yeah, just 2 days. Rob liked overnight oats so much at Disney, he still occasionally has them. All right, for breakfast, let's talk about our breakfast options. Egg and cheese bagel sandwich. One of my favorites here at this and Pop Century, the loaded tacho bowl. It's potato barrels, scrambled eggs, cheddar cheese, sausage gravy, and bacon. It's enough to keep you like anchored down for a couple hours. Bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich, avocado breakfast bowl. You got a cheese Danish over there, which I never find, and I'm like, I gotta keep walking. Kids meals include things like oatmeal, scrambled eggs, and of course you can get yourself some of the other locations. You can grab yourself the bouncy platter, which is available at all the resorts. Waffle bouncy platter. Let me zoom in and show you guys a little bit what this looks like. There's your character waffles. Scrambled eggs, your potato barrels, bacon, and sausage. You can also get a pancake bouncy platter. There's your tachos. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Now, one of the other things I also like to do here is I like to stand here sometimes and watch them make waffles. Yeah, in the morning we have our waffles. There's a waffle irons, and all these waffle irons. And with all different types of characters in there as well.
You won't necessarily find Mickey waffles here, but you'll find cast of characters on each one.
Making all the character waffles over there now. Casey Riker Rider, good morning. From personal experience, the bacon, egg, and cheese bagel will keep you full until lunch. Over here, we also have a Western omelet, a vegetable breakfast quesadilla, ham and cheese omelet, and Nick, you said you can't get any of these items for sides. I didn't. What items would they not let you get? Because I've always had the impression you can get most of these things on the side. So Carol, yes, that is the other point. I'm glad you brought that up because I missed that. I got distracted. If you get a dining plan, your resort mug is going to be included. So same items as we have others. Now, when you come here for lunch, each of these stations is going to be slightly different. So you're going to want to walk around, check it out, and look at for what the different options are.
Ice cream bars.
And strawberry whoopie pie. That's a new addition. Toby! Guten Tag and welcome. Glad to have you in today. Lots of good food, and like I said, prior to and even after moving here, our kids would oftentimes want us to come and dine at Landscape of Flavors. Now back then, they actually changed the menus during the weekdays, and the kids would asked to come on Thursdays. Caleb would actually remind us, Mom, today's Thursday. And just by saying Thursday, that was because that was the day we could get tandoori chicken and other similar items at this station right there. And Susan can get her squeaky cheese, her paneer. So Greg, the question often gets asked, if you have an older mug, if you bring it, can you get it reactivated? We have never tried it because it's the same price. If it's the same price, why not take advantage of just getting a brand new mug? That way it's cleaner, and oftentimes the designs change every year. So just get a new mug. It doesn't save you any money, and you don't have to worry about bringing your resort mug with you when you come in. Each of the dining room areas, of course, is the 4 areas. Here at the park, in the background, that's your Lion King. Cars, Little Mermaid. No. And Little Mermaid's in the very far back, and then there's Nemo here. There are hidden Mickeys in them, so good luck. You'll need it, especially for the Lion King one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Let's go check out our areas. And a big blue pool. Back in the day, there was a lot of marketing and lots of talk about the big blue pool, because it was one in which back in the day they played music. There were underwater speakers, and so when you held your breath and went under, you could hear the Disney music underneath the water. It's kind of cool. How you doing, EXP626? Laura says, this is my favorite resort. Cabot says, this place is kind of fancy. we'll pop back over in the pool area. Mine.
Yeah, that happens at the end, this end of the building every now and then. I'll catch you off guard if you don't know that.
Let's go check out Cars area first.
Personally, out of the 4 areas, I think Cars is my favorite just because of the scenery, how you walk between one building to another.
I feel like that's the equivalent to
So that is an excellent question. Why did they stop playing the music? I do not know. I don't know if it was a issue with the speakers and it was just too hard to replace. I don't know if at some point it may return. Maybe they have to wait until a full pool refurbishment. But welcome to Radiator Springs. Well, happy place. No speeding. You don't want the sheriff to get you. Laura says Cars was the very first family suite that we stayed in. Now, if you guys are thinking that you may want to do a last minute summer trip to Disney, surprisingly, Susan has been finding that a lot of the promotions that they have made available this year are still available even for last minute trips. We've been quoting people for trips for next week into June and July, and it allows them to take advantage of those promotions. If any of those are things you may be interested in, reach out and let us know. Florida residents are being offered discounts. There are discounts on select stays. If you're staying 5 nights or longer, the Stay in More and Save promotion. If you have a Disney Visa card, please let us know when you contact us, because there is some free dining options depending on the stays and the dates. If you are a annual pass holder, reach out to us. We can still get you an annual pass holder discount. And even this weekend, we have rooms that we're showing available as of this past weekend for the Memorial Day weekend, for All-Stars, for Pop, and with pretty good discounts for annual pass holders. So if you are interested at any time, always remember, reach out and send us an email. susanedwards@travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards@travelmation.net. And don't think that just because it's a last minute trip that you can't be able to make something happen and get a good promotion. Thank you so much, Sandra. As Owen mentioned, lots of photo opportunities here. Many of the characters from Cars universe are around the Cozy Cone.
You have the Cozy Cone itself.
I wish you could stay in the Cozy Cone.
That would definitely, if that
Hey,
was me.
Flo.
If they ever made the Cozy Cone something you could actually stay in, you know, that'd be like a DVC Copper Creek cabin like amenity.
That's why we do it, Toby. That's why we do it. And not everybody's had a chance to come to these resorts and explore them and know what's available, so. Now, the biggest thing I need to note when it comes to the family suites, they are indoor hallways.
Which is great if, say you have some unreasonable weather and it's raining hard. You won't have to like continue getting poured on this or like making your way.
Once you're into the building, you're a lot better off, so.
Yes. Right ahead is going to be one of our 2 tide pools.
Pam, if I'm an AP holder, can you still make our hotel reservations? Yeah. The only difference, Pam, is that if you are a annual pass holder, and this is not just working with us, this is working with Disney. If you have a room and ticket package, reservation is a $200 deposit. If it's a room only, then you have to pay for the first night stay as a deposit. It is fully refundable during the normal cancellations. But, so yeah, if you are an annual pass holder, guys, if you're ever coming to stay here at Disney, give us a call. If you're a Florida resident, give us a call. Just because you may not be coming in with the whole ticket and all the other stuff, we can still help you when it comes to that booking process. And we can still help you if anything were to arise that you need help with. No snacks. No, his shirt does not actually scan anything.
It isn't. I get.
You get that question all the time.
Since I've gotten this, is a really cool shirt. I think, like every now and then I get asked that question. And my response every time is, I wish.
Andrew, why does it say welcome? Because it's the cones. It's the construction cones. It's the cozy cone. So instead of welcome, it's welcome. It's a play on words with the name of the hotel. See? Cozy cone. Casey Rackarada, you should make that shirt so it scans it scans your website. At the same time though, I don't know if it's a good idea for everybody to come along and start scanning my family's my family's wardrobe.
I have to see it because I think it's not here.
There are 3 cars buildings for staying here. 3. There are 2 for Finding Nemo. There are 2 for Lion King. There are 3 for Cars. What you looking for?
It's a funny number. A113.
If you know, you know. Bad gum. Like I said, great, lots of great photo ops here. So we're not going to take you guys fully into the buildings, but I'm just going to take you guys in real quick just to show you the hallways. Again, full lit hallways. And theming on the interiors as well. You know, Rob, I would be willing to bet that February '86 had some significance to it. Here, let me get this door for you guys. I don't think most numbers on anything at Disney are arbitrary. They have a significance. It's somebody's birthday. It's somebody's, I wouldn't be surprised. A113, of course, referring to the classroom, the animation classroom in California. I wouldn't be surprised if the person who was in charge of making that license plate or designing that license plate actually graduated in February of '86. This is the Cozy Cone Pool. Pool hours are from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Dude, you see the top of the fence posts? How many times have we been here? How many times have I walked through this area? How many times, dude? Look. It's a spark plug. It's a lightning rod.
And the rest are nuts. Like if you look down, this is only for the gate, but keep looking down. Like,
It's your tire lugs. Lug nuts. Gabriel says we're up to 314 likes. Thank you guys for everybody taking a couple of seconds of hitting that thumbs up button. Makes a big difference as far as how YouTube treats us. And our organic reach is extremely important to us as a channel. So thank you guys for taking a couple of seconds to hit the thumbs up button for us today. I don't think I've ever walked up to that gate and really stared at it. Honestly, around the pools, especially when I'm doing live streams and content creations, I'm very conscientious of pools. I try not to video in any way that would make someone uncomfortable, and I have just kind of rushed on by when it comes to the pool, or try to come in when it's not very busy. I've never noticed. Hey, we all learned something new, right? The wheel well. The cones reminds you of SpongeBob. Oh, that's a pineapple.
I remember this place fondly because this is the place during the one stream where we were going for all the resorts, completing our scavenger hunt. This is where we ended, and I was so tired that day.
We did this Skyliner scavenger hunt last year, and that's still available, guys. If you stop at any of the resorts that have a Skyliner, go up to the front desk and say, may I please have the Skyliner scavenger hunt sheet, and they will provide you with that.
It was fun. I mean, even for us even with us being through on the regular, there was some stuff on that list that actually threw us off guard. We learned something new that day.
Sorge. They are great photo spots. A lot of photo opportunities here. Right over there, of course, is Hourglass Lake. One thing a lot of people aren't aware of when it comes to before staying here, of course, there are parking spaces. You don't have to park over by the lobby. You can park over by your hotel. It's a lot closer. You can actually walk to Pop Century around the lake. That's how we did our loops when we were doing our extra runs for Run Disney. But you can also drive. If you guys need to and would like to, and you don't want to walk to Pop Century to get something to eat, you can drive around. They are connected.
Yeah, you were talking.
Yeah, man. You don't have to walk it, you can drive it. Just make sure to use organic fuels.
I was about to say, you were talking about organic reach a couple of seconds ago.
There's nothing more organic than organic fuels, man.
I love coming here and just looking at the stickers every time. There's so
Make sure you come to the back side of Fillmore. Okay, Fillmore stickers on the back are hilarious, and you gotta come around and check it out. Life begins at the off ramp.
I remember there being at least like one
My inner car is electric. Pardon my backfire, I eat veggie fuels. And this one.
I knew there was like a
Who can tell me what that's a reference to? Disney trivia time. I brake for jackalopes. What's the reference? I know you guys know this. So, Greg, how close is this resort to the water parks? Really not too close. I mean, I guess it's right around the corner, right down the road from Blizzard Beach. But of course, again, I mean, the drive is not too bad. Blizzard Beach is closed at the moment, but you can grab yourself complimentary bus transportation there. The other one is close, just the same distance as you'd go to Disney Springs. Take your bus to Disney Springs. Disney Springs will then give you a bus over to Typhoon Lagoon. George Carlin, that's right, the voice of Fillmore. So, what does I Brake for Jackalopes refer to? Rob, you are correct. It is a Pixar short, and Nick P knows exactly which one it is. It's Bounding. If you guys haven't seen Bounding, go check it out on Disney Plus. That's a cute short. Hey guys. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
So what's on the agenda for today?
We're gonna go to a couple resorts and then
Resort hopping.
resort hopping today. Yes.
And
Lunch at Boma.
awesome. What time do I need to meet you guys here?
11:20.
That's perfect.
Reservation 11:20.
You don't actually have to pay for me. You just have to just slip me a zebra dome out every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'll stay by the restrooms. You can just bring me out one every few minutes and I'll be happy and fine.
Some pog juice.
Oh, now you've just made it even worse.
Yeah.
Pog juice. Gotta love some pog juice.
Yes.
What were we doing the other day and they had unlimited pog juice or something we were going at, and I'm like, oh, this just like levels up everything.
Yes.
So when you guys are going to the resorts today, is the food what's taking you there, or what's making your choices as to which resorts you're going to go bound to today?
Everything. The atmosphere, seeing all the cool decor and things, and then, snacking a little here and there.
a little of the stuff that's,
little
different
of
and
everything,
unique and inspiring. We were just checking out Fillmore.
Mm-hmm.
Have you explored Fillmore before? Have you looked at his bumper stickers?
No, we haven't. This is what
Come on
we're-
back here. This is why we like doing what we do. We try to encourage people to go out of their comfort zones and stare at the back end of a Volkswagen. But he has got a few things back here in his vehicle, but we were just talking about the fact, you look at the bottom, it says I brake for jackalopes. Jackalopes, of course, is one of the characters in the Pixar short Bounding.
And you have this one
So,
down here.
pardon my backfire, I eat veggie fuels. So a lot of fun little things here and there. And
all
so
the details are just so great. You have to really look at details all over Disney.
they hide
I
them.
was noticing in the Cars family suites
Mhm.
that the tiles have like tire track. They're like tire tread.
Like someone's been
tiles,
driving
yeah,
over
every
the
little
tires.
detail, yes.
Nothing goes
So
just
cool.
on. Nothing goes by accident
No.
here. So it's great. But even to the point, if you look up at the top, we've got mufflers up there over Fillmore sign. Owen was also pointed out when you go see Mater. Mater's license plate has the A113 on it. So awesome.
Can't
Well,
wait to see that.
well, it's good to see you guys again. I hope that enjoy Boma.
Oh,
Now you're gonna get there at 11, so you're gonna be right
11:20.
there between the flip between maybe grabbing a little extra breakfast and grabbing some of the
We'll
lunch
see.
stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But what's the best thing at Boma? Have you been to Boma before?
We have
juice.
juice. Yeah.
The Bog Juice, really? Do they call it Pog Juice over at Boma?
Yeah.
Because I know
So.
when you go over to other places like
Most resorts have their own like specific name for it, but like
they may call it Jungle Juice
Oh,
over
okay.
at Boma.
So where's the Pog Juice name from?
That's gonna be your
Where's that originate?
Polynesian.
Polynesian.
Oh,
That's the one I
that's
thought
where
we were going.
thinking. Yeah, that's where.
So that's where you're gonna get your Pog Juice.
We originally got the Pog Juice, so
Uh-huh.
now we just call it that
It's-
everywhere.
well, that's what it is. It's
That's
Pog
what it
is
is.
That's kind of like the
pineapple,
universal
orange,
name.
guava is what
Yes.
Pog Juice is. But what they do is they rename it at different places. And they had like a completely different name for it over at Fort Wilderness.
Okay.
I thought it was camp something. But it was so funny that it's just the same juice.
Oh.
And I remember over at Boma at one point they were having to fix the machine, and there was a rumor going around they were getting rid of the Pog Juice, and the community went crazy. I mean, literally, we had people just screaming on the internet and in discourses and stuff. I'm like, they were just fixing the machine. You know, it's okay. It's coming back. People are really
This was
particular
a
about their
tragedy,
juices.
though.
I know, exactly. So you guys are going to, when you go sit down, look at them and you can just say, do you have some jungle juice?
Okay.
If they don't offer it, I'll be shocked anyway.
Okay.
Most of the time, they just kind of pour it and just, it's like water over there.
Right.
So enjoy it. Now, another one of the things that I wouldn't normally think about eating, I don't really like melons. I don't like cantaloupe, honeydew, stuff like that. But there is this one thing they have at breakfast at Boma, and it's avocado. And it's on a piece of, I think, it's not cantaloupe, because I would probably not even try that. Maybe watermelon or something like that. But look for it. It looks green, and it looks weird for something to try.
Okay.
And I tried it, and I liked it. I ended up eating like 4 of them.
Wow, okay.
So
we're
if
gonna
you've
try
never
that.
had avocado, it's like a take on avocado toast, but there's no bread. Try that when you're there, and if you guys like it, next time we run in, let me know if you enjoy the avocado creation.
We will remember that.
Well, thank you guys so much. It's always a pleasure to see you. Have a great time over at Boma, and we're going to continue walking around. We're doing resort tours this summer every Tuesday. We're going to a different resort. We've done it for the past 2 years, and this is kind of our kickoff today.
Best job ever.
It's so much fun. It really is. And when people call us and go, it seems strange if someone goes, I don't know about the resorts. What would you recommend? That's just so much fun to go. Let's talk about them and pick something that works for
Every resort
everybody.
has something different, even if there's multiple that are on the same level or at the same location.
A lot to choose from, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys stay cool,
Okay.
stay hydrated,
Thank you.
drink plenty of
You
Pog
too.
juice.
All right.
Now, if you finish your drink right there, you can just take the cup in with you and
Yes,
just
and just
ask
fill it up.
fill it up with Pog juice.
Ask
On the,
them to fill it, refill.
I did not
Let
make
me-
that recommendation.
Let me take
I'm
my
not saying
first-
I would not give you I would not give you any judgment if you did though.
Thank y'all.
Good to see you guys.
Have a great day. Bye.
Walking out of Boma, like, let me just take my purse, which was definitely this size when I came in here, and it's not filled with zebra domes.
Oh my gosh. Walking out with zebra domes. Now, this is what we refer to as one of the quiet pools. Quiet pools generally do not have a slide or anything like that on it. They are smaller pools. They do not necessarily mean they won't be playing music or something. It just means it's not going to be the grand pool for the area. Beat stop. Beat stop. Beat stop. Beat stop. Luigi's. I didn't think about it. Like, there were a lot of Easter eggs in Cars. I have a major question when it comes to the Cars universe, but I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna make a video about it. I was watching something and it blew my mind, and I'm like, I have to ask this question, but I'm gonna make a video about it. Probably put it on TikTok or Instagram or something like that. By the way, I was leaving the Magic Kingdom last night after doing our live stream last night, and I made a short video. I thought it was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I liked it for myself. And I don't think overall that many people watched it or liked it on Instagram. And I was like, maybe I enjoyed it more than anyone else, and that's fine. A lot of the stuff that I do. If you guys follow us on Instagram, I would love to know if you guys are seeing our Instagram posts. Oftentimes, we are getting word that the people who subscribe to us on Instagram never see our posts. And it's amazing that with 48,000 who follow us on Instagram, that we don't get so very few actual views on certain of our reels. So just to let you guys know, if you have at one point followed us on Instagram and you're like, I never see any of your stuff, you may have to actually go and seek it out and go on Instagram, search for Ear to Ear Magic. I would love to know if you guys think, if you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen the post, go on to Instagram, find us at Ear to Ear Magic, find last night's reel from the Magic Kingdom, and leave a comment. Let me know if you like that type of content, what you think about it. But it's I thought there would be a lot more of the people who enjoy our content would enjoy it, but it just is not seeing any views. So love to hear if you guys have seen it or not, and if not, go check it out over on Instagram as well. Oop, there's my. How you doing, Three Strands? The landscaping, of course, is very much on point with what you would find at Radiator Springs. A lot of rocks, a lot of kicking of rocks. Good morning, Cats Mouse Games. Betsy says, yep, I see your post on Instagram. Hey Candace, how you doing today? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, it's Instagram has been sort of an enigma as of late, because when we look at the statistics of where our content goes, despite the fact that we have so many followers, but there's only 500 views on a reel sometimes, and then we go to look at it and 60% of those who saw it, of the 500 or so, are not even followers. I'm like, wait a minute, At least show it to the people who say they want to see it. Please. All right. Back to Finding Nemo, the main area. This is the premium of the family suites here. It's the same setup as the Lion King in Cars. The only reason it is considered premium is the location. It is closest to the lobby, closest to the buses, closest to the Skyliner. Hello, 1,000th guests. Welcome in, Megan. Well, I appreciate that, Megan. Again, back at the big blue pool. Very nice pool, very odd shape. Over behind us, not quite open yet, because it's still early in the morning. It will be open here very soon. The drop off bar. So let's walk around the pool, show you guys the play area, the kids splash zone, and then we'll check out Lion King and Little Mermaid. You guys are just popping in today, welcome. We are focusing today's stream just on Disney's Art of Animation Resort. As Travelmation travel agents, it's extremely important that not only we know what's going on in each of the resorts that we help our travel clients with, but we make it possible and available for our clients to have access to this as well. So if you're watching this at a later point, just for the sake of getting to know the resort a little better, we hope that it's beneficial. We hope that it helps you make a decision as to whether or not this resort will be good for you and your family on a future stay. And if it is helpful, look for others, either in the past or in the future. We'll have them on a playlist so you guys can always go back and reference them later. Mr. Ray! You can go to school with Mr. Ray. Now, at the back end of the big blue pool is our kids splash area. There are geysers all over the place. Fish from the school that squirt. And a place for those who can get wet without having to get into the deep pool. How you doing, Andrea Shoemaker? Gino, how are you doing this morning? Good morning, Chrissy. Is your favorite resort? I have to ask, if those who in their chat today who find this to be your favorite resort, why is it your favorite resort? For those who may be watching along with us, what about Art of Animation draws you to it? Kids play area. Owen, I'm going to put you on a task. Do you think you could find a hidden Mickey here? Somewhere on the playground, I bet you can find a hidden Mickey.
nice spots, but nothing in particular.
Matt B says that's our favorite. The 2 bathrooms make a big difference for our family of 4. Exactly. You can have one brushing teeth and getting ready while the others are in the shower, and neither the 2 shall meet. Sweet. Cat's Mouse Game because it has big rooms for families. So family suites, right? Andrew Shoemaker, larger rooms for families, love the separate bathrooms. Kayla says it feels a little like Night at the Museum because you get to stay inside the movies. Christy says it's my first stay on property. Love the theming. The suites are great. I've stayed at the Lion King, Cars. Want to stay at Finding Nemo one day. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream too, if you come in a little bit later, when you reach out to us to say, I'd like to stay here at Art of Animation, and I am an equal fan of Cars, Finding Nemo, and the Lion King, and I would be happy to stay in either of them.
There you go. That works.
It's a little off, but if you would be equally happy to stay at any of the 3 family suites and have that flexibility, when you contact us, let us know that we can simply book you a family suite, not assigned to one of the 3. If they're available, they usually have those spots open. They can basically just save you a reservation for a family suite. And then when it comes time to your reservation day, your check-in day, one of the managers in charge of room assignments will simply find the space that works best for them and their assignments. They will assign you one of the 3. Why would you do that? It is a lower price to book that way. So if you want to stay at Art of Animation and you're like, you know what, I might want to save a couple of bucks each night, simply by letting Disney choose which hotel or which of the theming rooms I want to stay in, it's a good option. It's not bad. And it's not to say that you won't end up staying in the Nemo for a much lower price. Gracie says we also get a press penny each trip that matches which one we stayed in. There you go. You guys will oftentimes hear Calvin mention that he likes to get Christmas ornaments for the hotels that he's in. And he doesn't buy one unless he stayed there. It's a rule. So Owen, what's your favorite thing to do at resorts? Well, there's only one answer. There's only one answer. What does Owen like to do at the resorts? What does he like to look for? What does he like to go to each and every single resort? The fire pit. Owen loves hanging out with fire pits.
When we were first starting out these tours for the first time, I made that up in my head that that was going to be a running gag that I would do every single time.
Point out the fire pits.
Just point out the fire pits.
Somebody Somebody took some checkers home with them. What do you do with those? What are you doing with those, people?
Paperweight.
TSA is going to be like, is this your checker? Yeah. No, it's not. It's time. Lisa also says I get Christmas ornaments at each resort that I stay at. Gino says a family suite would have been perfect when we used to go to Disney World as a family. 5 of us. It is hard to find spaces that work with 5. It is. It really is.
As someone who's in a family of 5, it is.
Yeah, with 3 kids, it's hard to find a space where you've got enough room and everyone can sleep comfortably. Family suites is a great option for that. And mom and dad can go into the bedroom, shut the door, and forget they have kids.
The first floor is so awesome. It has 2 park there.
See it. Mufasa. Chrissy said last trip we had a mermaid room booked, but when I checked online, I was upgraded to a car suite. That was an awesome upgrade.
There's Mufasa. There's the Pfizer sitting behind him. He's always been a mourning dove. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mourning dove. Yep. All right, Owen. What is that thing he's standing on top of?
A copy.
A what?
A copy.
Oh, copy?
A Pride Rock. Oh, you want me to be specific? You want me to put the legal term? Yes.
What do you call an animal that wears party pants? That's an okapi.
Oh.
This is a kopi.
Oh, no.
This is a kopi.
It's the wrong K word.
It was close. No, I didn't want you to be specific. I just didn't want you to just throw out random names of animals. Okapi, giraffe, antelope, zebra. Nope, don't be a zebra. This is Kopi Rock, aka Pride Rock.
Walking up to Mufasa. Oh, this is an Ankoli cattle. This is a wild African dog.
Megan's, yeah, we have wild dogs running around here. Megan's son Owen turns 1 month tomorrow. Happy early birthday. First month, then it's going to be 1 year, and then they're going to be turning 21 at the end of the year. Owens, they grow fast. All right, so let's do a quick tour of the Lion King. You guys ready? Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everywhere you look, you'll see Simba standing in the spotlight. Hello, Terry. I know, did you guys hear the lion? He's a lion. It means no worries for the rest of your days. This was the scene in the movie. You remember this scene in the movie? Where Simba turns into Ferris Bueller. Bueller.
Oh, Simba.
Bueller. Bueller. Yes, Caleb's grow fast too, Shannon. That's correct. Carol says Valentino's school is doing the Lion King play next week. He is excited to invite you guys to lunch on Elephant Graveyard. Candace says a trip in September we will be doing Disney, Universal, Halloween Horror Nights, and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. That sounds about right. Right. And I'll be a monkey's uncle. What is it, Owen?
Dog.
Dogs? Dogs.
A dog.
A dog.
Named Pluto.
A dog?
I know what he's doing out, but he's out.
Really? Sweet. We have Disney characters out. Never know when the Disney characters will be coming out when the characters. It's Donald! Pluto is out. Donald is out.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah, see? We're gonna go see Chef Mickey.
That's how we got such a big belly. Was that Chef Mickey's? Well, we're gonna get one too tonight. Oh, exercise.
You won't get that at an off-property hotel.
Yeah. Oh, there's the bus. I was wondering where it was.
Yeah, this is what you need to look for as you're going around Disney property hotels. If you happen to see this vehicle right here, that's your secret. So your Disney characters making their way around the resorts. There's no schedule. They just show up. So if you see that or you see them, come on up and say hello. You never knew who you'll see on property. But it is a nice,
Counters are always random, but if you see the bus, you know they're
a real nice surprise.
there they go. Off to the next resort.
And they're off. They make their way around. They're quite busy all day long. Cool. Hello, Education CB. And finally, the one area we get asked about the most at Art of Animation. We want to stay in the Little Mermaid rooms. I mean, there was a time where Ariel made all the other Disney princesses just feel like dirt. I mean, she was the Disney princess. And anyone who came here to Disney, they wanted to stay in her rooms. Now, they have been refurbished, they have been redecorated as of late. But we try to make sure you guys are aware of the fact.
You getting that the hallways are outside?
Yeah, they're technically aren't hallways, they're just outdoor.
If there's a hallway, there's no hallway.
They do have snarf flats. like a good snow splat every once in a while. But the doors do open up to the outside. If that is a deal breaker for you, then that's something to keep in mind, because they do not match the same style. Yeah, Greg, the characters like that at the resorts are completely random. Now, they're random to us. They're not random to Disney. They have a schedule. But there's nothing you can look up. There's no way you can be standing there waiting for them to arrive. So try it in.
Again, amazing for Rob, not just with the props here and there, but with the, I guess, road marks, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
Like if you wanna keep track of which building you're in, you could say I'm in the one with green stripe in front of them.
It's your landmarks, yeah.
Landmark. Okay, there we go.
There's Ursula, Rob. Hey, Pat. Heading to Hilton Head. If you were heading over to the Disney vacation spot in Hilton Head, you could go see Shadow. All the major characters have their own photo spaces for you to take photos with. But it was Haley's birthday this weekend, so she may have wore herself out. It's a drop. Pixie dust. It's a pixie dust temporary tattoo inside. Take me home.
Temporary
Oh, and I dropped it.
No.
I threw it to the ground. It's a drop. It's got a little puzzle, a temporary tattoo. That's kind of a cool thing somebody's done and a sticker. How sweet. I'm gonna put it right back. Let somebody else find it. Because we are not on vacation. We're working. I mean, somebody who needs the pixie dust can still find it. You guys ever looked at your reflection in the giant of a body of a giant octopus? Wow. Not flattering. All right, Owen, why don't you tell us, we tell the story all the time, but there'll be someone who's never heard it and who needs to hear it. Why are these Little Mermaid rooms so very different than the other three buildings that are here?
Well, to fully understand that, we first have to acknowledge this entire area, and that includes Pop. What currently is Pop Century today was built before this, and it was intended that this side was going to be the other section of Pop. They're going to have the classic years and the legacy years. That is why the lake is called Hourglass Lake, because
It's time.
It's time.
Time idea.
You're transitioning between time, the midpoint. But basically what happened, at one point they were starting construction on this side, but suddenly they had a halt in travel, and they ended up stopping construction. When they picked it back up and had a new plan for this area, which is art animation, instead of tearing down this entire area, they decided to just keep it as it is, which is why this has outside hallways and different rooms entirely, but every other building on resort at art animation is going to be a family suite.
So if you check into Pop Century right now, you'll either be signed a room in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, or in the 90s.
This was supposed to be the other half of it.
This was supposed to be the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
This was intended to be the 1940s of Pop Century. It was halted. It sat dormant for a while, and when they restarted, they changed plans, and instead of starting back over, they just turned them into the Little Mermaid rooms, which is why, pretty much, guys, I will tell you, if you contact us, and when you contact us to book your rooms, and you say, we would like to stay in the Little Mermaid rooms, if there are any available rooms at Pop Century, I will oftentimes ask you if you are open to staying in Pop Century, because it's the same geographic location, slightly cheaper price. Not a huge price, but it is going to be a slightly cheaper price. And the only reason I ask is sometimes people will say, well, I know the Little Mermaid rooms. I've heard of the Little Mermaid rooms. We want to stay there. But then when we say, well, if you stay over in the 50s, you might be, you know, by these characters. Or if you go by the 80s, you're going to have Roger Rabbit. Or you've got Baloo and Mowgli, the Jungle Book over by the Hippy Dippy Pool. And because of where they're at and being at Pop Century, it is a slightly cheaper price.
They're also in the same type of room, have a chance to be closer to the main lobby, main pool, and better access to the Skyliner. But this is going to be the farthest walk.
All right, Pam, have a great appointment today. Thanks for hanging out with us. Rob says the only problem with Art of Animation is that since it shares the Skyliner with Pop, if you get in line too late in the morning, the line always wraps towards Pop, so you have a longer walk. That is true. That is true. That is extremely true. Matter of fact, if the line gets long at Skyliner, it goes back over toward the 60s and wraps toward the side going toward the 50s. So you'll have to walk just a little bit further to get to the end of the line. Now, the line doesn't take too long to go down. It moves pretty quickly. But if you're going at the peak times in the mornings, please be aware of the fact that you will have to be in line for a bit. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? I still think I'd like to stay at Pop Century. It's not bad. There she is. And Flounder too. A lot of little tidbits and things like this we can be glad to help you guys out with. We don't want people to overspend just because they didn't know the options. And when you guys want and are ready to book your next vacation, Disney, Universal, cruises, whatever, send us an email. Not that one, but this one. Send us an email. To susanedwards at travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards at travelmation.net. Back. I didn't even know. Once again, I don't know that we're down. Guys, this is a glitch in the program that came up with last week's upgrade. It causes the program to freeze. It doesn't tell me that it's frozen. And I just keep talking and keep walking because on my screen, everything looks normal. So I guess you guys heard me say nothing about Nick's memberships. I've been talking the entire time. I just, like I said, on my screen, everything looks great. It shows no issues of freezing or lagging at all. It literally the program freezes. It's not even a connection issue. So I'm gonna have to contact the company and going, what did you guys do with this last update? So let me go back then, because Nick P gifted 5 ear-to-ear magic Cast memberships. That's our YouTube membership program here. It allows you guys to have a badge beside your name showing how long you've been a member. You have access to emojis that no one else does to use in the chat, and your name is green in the chat so everybody knows you're a supporter of the channel and a part of the group in that way. The cost of it is $3.99 a month, basically $1 a week, less than the cost of a Starbucks coffee, and it makes a huge difference in what we do and how we do things here on our channel. Once you join, you can actually further support not just the channel but other people in the group by letting them be a part of it and to check it out as well, to be a part of the Magic Crew Cast. When you gift the membership, it gives them access for 1 month to check it out and to be a part of it as well. Be green in the chat. Nick, thank you so very much for the 5 memberships. Vanessa R, Betsy Smith, Jacob Farnsworth, Candace Tolbert, and Paul Engel all received your gifted memberships. Were randomly chosen by YouTube to get them, so congratulations, you 5. You're now green in the chat for the next month, and thank you guys for being a part of it. So Toby Runner, we just end up in a new area. I'm just continually chatting. I have no idea that it's even frozen. I hope they fix that soon. Hello, Zazu. Hello, Joelle. Morning, John Nibby. What does that make you, Uncle Scar? A monkey's uncle. All right, a little Disney trivia for you guys. When it comes to the Lion King, Simba was voiced, I should say, by 2 different voice actors. Owen probably doesn't know. He'll always tell you, I don't know voice actors. He doesn't even know real actors. I mean, he might be able to identify The Rock, maybe. But he's not big into actors and things like that. Who can name the 2 voice actors? Young Simba and adult Simba. Thank you so much, Rod. That's awesome, sir. What can I say except thank you for the super chat? Appreciate that, Rob. We may have to stop and replenish some electrolytes when we get done here. It's a warm day. It's getting warmer. Yes, our young Simba was voiced by, at that point, the famous child star, first known from Home Improvement, and appeared on the cover of every single Teen Beat magazine for years, commonly known for his initials JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Also known for another Disney movie, Man of the House, starring Chevy Chase, and I'll Be Home for Christmas. Now, Jonathan Taylor Thomas was on the show Home Improvement Showing another connection with Disney. Of course, his TV dad voicing Buzz Lightyear. And it's funny, if you guys have never seen it, there's an actual scene where it's a Halloween. Where did Owen go? Owen's hiding. I'm gonna start just randomly kicking like a zebra. See if I can find him. He hides behind me. I can't find him. He gets in my blind spot. There's a scene in a Halloween episode of Home Improvement where the two go to the front door for trick-or-treaters, and on the doorstep is a kid dressed up as Simba and a kid dressed up as Buzz Lightyear. And Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who does the voice of Simba, gives the lion kid, like a ton of candy. And Tim Allen's like, what was that about? He's like, oh, come on, the lion's so much cooler than the space dude. It was extremely funny. You would only get it if you knew that Tim Allen was the voice of Buzz Lightyear and Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the voice of Simba. And of course, the adult Simba voiced by Matthew Broderick, aka Ferris Bueller. Mike Wazowski! Lone Wolf says, I remember the Halloween episode. You guys, if you've never seen it, find it. It's hilarious. Oh, that's right, Tucker. He was. He was also Tom Sawyer and Tom and Huck. Hello, King Oki. Well, guys, thank you so very much for hanging out with us today here at the Art of Animation. We hope that today's walkthrough was helpful if you've never been here, as far as knowing the layout, what to expect when you come here, and maybe it will add or keep Art of Animation on your wish list for the next time you guys come. Good morning. We could just sit here and watch Mickey cartoons all day long, Owen. We hope that these tours are both fun, entertaining, but also educational. And if you have questions that you did not get to ask during the stream, you can always ask afterwards. Matter of fact, one of the best things you can do after one of our live streams is to simply wait for the stream to end, go back in and leave a comment or ask a question. And anytime we get 20 or more comments on a live stream after it's concluded, we tend to see at least a 30% jump in those who see it in replay. Just because YouTube goes, well, if somebody's leaving comments and they must have enjoyed it, maybe someone else will enjoy it as well. So if you have a question during today's stream, or if you're watching this in replay later, feel free to leave a comment, ask a question after the stream is over, and we get notifications of those, and we try to answer all those as well. Jasper, it's good to see you today. We didn't get to hang out with you much last night. It was a late night. I hope you're having a great day today. Thank you so much, Greg. Michelle, Nick, Lone Wolf, Steven, Gino, Disney Lisa, Mike Wazowski, Kanga Oki, Tucker Ford, Kim Morrison, BY. So many of you guys, it's fun. OP Mama, Kofa Creative Studios, Chris Shaw, Joel, Randy and Heidi, Rod Logan, Kim Morrison, John the Bee, and many, many more. This is our crew, guys. This is our community. And these are the people we love hanging out with. And we hope that you've enjoyed that as well today. If you have not done so already, take a couple of seconds, hit that subscribe button, come and be a part of our crew as we stream from the parks every single weekday, Monday through Friday. And tomorrow we're going to be back over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Wow. We hope you guys can join us there as well. You can already find tomorrow's stream, give it a thumbs up, and you can even take the chat into that tomorrow's stream if you'd like, and continue to chat with any of the Magic crew that you'd like to today. So as we close out today, as we'd always like to remind you guys, we would love it if we could be a part of your vacation. If you enjoy our streams, if you enjoy our community, you can find that the easiest way to support the channel is simply by allowing us to be your travel agents. We feed it all back into what we do, and as long as our family's taken care of, we're going to continue streaming. We would love to be a part of your vacation. If you're a regular coming to Disney and you've never had a travel agent before, give it a try, see if it helps out, and we hope that we can be of great value. And it's always good to have a little fairy godmother in your back pocket to help you out in situations. So reach out to us, send us an email, susanedwards@travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards@travelmation.net. Thanks, guys. We appreciate the support in the small business. It can be hard sometimes to reach and find new people. So if there's somebody you know of that's going on vacation or would like to enjoy Disney, Universal, or cruise, reach out and refer them to us. We'd love to hear from them as well. Owen, enjoy the stream today. Enjoy hanging out with Art of Animation. We're going to do it again every Tuesday for the entire summer. Ready for this? Ready to make it happen? All right. As we close out today, top 2 reasons to stay at Art of Animation?
Skyliner and amazing value.
Amazing value in Skyliner. I would say Skyliner and the family suites,
Yes,
especially if you have a larger family, a lot more space. And for you parents, a bedroom door that closes makes all the difference in the world sometimes.
This is going to be the only value resort that has
You need
that.
to put the kids to bed, but you got to stay up and get a little extra work done. You can do so. Close the door makes a big difference. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. It has been a pleasure. Crew, take care of each other. Take care of your friends. Take care of your family. Take care of your community. And do these 3 things. Share a laugh. Share a smile. Share a compliment. But whatever you do, be the sunshine in somebody else's day. From all of us here at Ear to Ear Magic, have an amazing day today, guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow in the parks. Thanks, everybody.